Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marion. Today's video, I thought, I would just do a impromptu chit chat. I'll call it, let's talk, because I'm just in the mood to just give my unsolicited opinion on certain things that I see on social media or that take place in real life. And I'm just like, you know what? I just want to have a discussion about these things. Before I jump into this video, if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell. And without further ado, we're gonna hop right into it. So I was applying this lip balm on my lips because they're very chapped. And I'm not gonna go into detail on makeup products that I'm using because I don't want this video to be extra long, but I have my lavender chamomile tea. This will be my first time trying this out. So if it don't taste good, you would definitely know. It needs a little finessing, but I did put honey in it and lemon. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but anyways. But I wanted to talk about social media red flags, especially dating. Like, I see red flags every day from people who I am either following or know, or just scrolling and seeing other people's posts, like celebrities and stuff like that. And like on TikTok and Instagram, you can scroll and see all type of reels, and now Facebook is forcing reels on us. So I just see so much, and I just be kind of mind blown by some of what people post, their whole thought process of dating and life in general. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm so glad that I don't have to like deal with those things when it comes to dating or trying to find someone, because honestly, I would just give up. I would definitely give up. So the first thing I would consider a red flag is posts. Posts that are just pure misogynistic, always negative, and just talks down on women in general. Black women, Hispanic women, white women, just women in general. They just have issues with all women. And they never seem to take accountability for any role that they have possibly played in previous relationships. I just find it to be very like sassy and unmanly for a man to always be belittling women or just very argumentative with women online. That's actually a major turnoff for me. And that leads me into number two, being very argumentative and combative, where you just lose all respect for the woman that you may be having a dialogue with on a post. No one has to get disrespectful because everyone is entitled to their own opinion. And I feel like everyone should respect each other's opinion, but I see men who just go below the belt a lot of times when the woman is speaking facts, or they just don't like the what the woman is saying, their comment to them. I've had people who've commented on my post that really didn't even have anything to do with the post, or women and men, men versus women, women versus men, and they seem to turn the post into something negative towards a woman. It could just be something that's supposed to be lighthearted, fun, or whatever, making jokes, and they will find a way to make it super deep and very negative about women. In my opinion, I feel like that's a red flag, because if you have an issue with everything that women do, women say, what is your deal? Get a boyfriend then. You know what I'm saying? When a man is very argumentative with a woman online, in my opinion, it's like he doesn't have self-control. He doesn't know how to have a conversation without getting in his feelings, which majority of men has this misconception that they think from a logical standpoint and women think from an emotional standpoint. But social media every day tells me that's a lie. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that a man shouldn't speak his mind or have a voice or say. It's just all about the intent, the tone, if you get what I'm saying. I just feel like you can give your opinion, facts or whatever, have a dialogue with whomever online, especially women, without it being disrespectful. And a lot of times it just go too far, and the man just keeps going and going and going and don't know when to stop. And I'm just like, that's a red flag for me. And honestly, there should be no one on social media that should make you so upset that they take you out of your character, that you are just being blatantly disrespectful. Like, take a step back, reevaluate, and be like, why am I even continuing this conversation with that person? But I understand there are some people who like to have the last word, which I also think that is very childish. So another social media red flag for me, especially when it comes to dating, are inbox bandits. Everyone has experienced an inbox bandit. This person can be a lurker, or they may not be a lurker, but they only inbox you when you've posted certain type of pictures, or you made certain type of post, reposted certain type, and the conversation isn't of a platonic manner. Even sometimes their comments or their message to you is very inappropriate, but they consider it thinking that it's playful banter or compliments, but in reality, it's actually offensive and downright perverted. So those are the ones that I block, because in my mind, you are in everybody's inbox trying to see who's gonna take the bait, who's going to fall for the okie doke. And you're playing a game, in my opinion. And honestly, there are a lot of women who will fall for it and they don't see anything wrong with it. They'll think it's just, the person being nice and giving compliments. But I guarantee the same line he's sent to you, he's sent to 5 other women. One thing I know for sure, if you don't nip that in the bud immediately, then the guy's gonna think it's okay for him to continue sending those type of messages, and he'll continue to send it to other women. Now, I'm not saying that a guy shouldn't shoot his shot via Messenger, DMs, or whatever. It's all about the approach, which what makes me consider certain things a red flag. You're being a gentleman and you're just sparking up a conversation, that's fine. But if you are leading with a very unwanted compliment and it's very sexual in nature, then you're not trying to get to know me as a person. So are you looking for a hookup that you will not find over here, and hopefully not with anyone. Another red flag for me when it comes to social media and dating is guys who listen to nothing but podcasts that bash women and take relationship advice from those type of podcasts, TikTok accounts, Facebook accounts, Instagram accounts, whatever, Twitter. If everything that they are quoting comes from a podcast that speaks negatively about women, all women, especially black women, no. Run, sis, run. He will be no good for you and to you. And how do you justify listening to those type of podcasts, but yet you're trying to get to know me and be with me? So in my mind, you have the same mindset as those who you're listening to or watching. You believe either all of what they're saying or majority of what they're saying. Now, I'm not saying he shouldn't listen to podcasts and have a balance. It's okay if you want to listen to them and see what their thought process is, and that way you can form your own opinions. But I just feel like you should have a balance. You should be listening to people who talk about cultivating a healthy relationship, not people who just find fault in everything that has occurred with their mate, and they have no sense of accountability. They don't even know what that means. And a lot of people who I have ran across when it comes to podcasts are narcissists. They're narcissists, they're arrogant, and they're just plain old victim blamers. You know what I'm saying? Or they just pretend to be the victim themselves for likes and views, engagement, and sympathy from other women. Now, that's another thing. So, another red flag to me when it comes to dating, especially like I've been saying social media wise, is when a man posts and brags about materialistic things all the time. And to me, he doesn't have anything of substance to offer. He only can lead by worldly possessions. Probably can't hold an intellectual conversation because he's used to catching women's attention by what he has, the type of car he drives, his house, his income. A lot of men lead with that as far as like, oh, I make such a year. Oh, I drive this type of car, because they probably have been led to believe that's how you can attract a woman. You can attract a woman. You're going to attract a certain type of woman, and then those be the same guys who are on social media calling every woman a gold digger. I mean, I see it time and time again, and I'm like, okay, what did you expect? Another red flag of mine when it comes to social media and dating, men always talking about what a woman bring to the table and what she don't bring to the table, asking that question. Also, what a real woman will do, what a real woman won't do. Are you a woman? I feel the same way when women post about men. A real man would do this, a real man would do that. Possibly, but maybe the men that you are choosing don't want to do those things for you. So then you have to self-evaluate. But that's another topic for another day. So the last red flag for me when it comes to social media and dating or meeting someone on social media are imposters, posers. They portray themselves one way online, but they live a totally different life. I don't know why they do that. Maybe it's to live a life that they want, and no one really knows the truth, so they can continue on with that lie, with that facade, until you really get to know that person and you meet them in real life, and you're like, hold up, you're not the same person that I was seeing post or do certain things online. Be yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this video of me talking about social media red flags. I kind of went beyond what I wanted to talk about, but I will be having more topics, more videos like this. So if you have any topics that you want me to discuss down below, leave it. What do you think about social media red flags? What are your red flags when it comes to dating in general? If you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up. Hit the notification bell. And as always, thank you for watching.